What's up, guys? My name is Deft, and welcome back to more Dark Souls 2, and I'm gonna fight this guy again, because I just went and spent my souls on level ups. Back in Majula. I thought that'd be a good idea, because there is a chance that I might die during the bell tower, because there are some relatively difficult enemies. But, on top of that, it's also a bell tower. And even though I'm with the bell keepers, I can still be invaded, and that could be trouble. I mean, I'm not too worried about a one-on-one, but you know, there can be up to 2 bell keepers summoned to one world at the same time. at least in the original Dark Souls, which is what I'm playing. In Scholar of the First Sin Edition, there can be 3. I'm pretty sure. Which, I mean, sure, I can imagine that's hella fun, and actually, maybe more. Well, actually, nah, well, for the bell keepers, probably. I'll just get some free souls that way. I guess I thought I was going that way for a minute. But, I don't know. I think in the original Dark Souls, I've seen more than that many invaders, but that was voluntary summons. But anyway, yeah, the bell keepers. I can only face up to 2 at a time, but, you know, 2 people can really screw you over. Definitely not easy to take on 2 people at once, but so we just skipped right past this before on our way to the boss, but this optional route we could have gone. Got ourselves a Thunder Quartz ring +1 and this bonfire, but the reason I didn't go is because this bonfire, you have to drop down here, and so you're trapped, and the only way to escape is via this ladder, which then you have to clear the entire area, and it'll bring you back to the elevated platform I just dropped down from. So I thought that if I were to take this as an alternate route and use the bonfire as like a resting place, it wouldn't exactly be worth it, because I'd have to fight through all of these enemies in order to get back. Aha. Yeah. See, we're already getting triple teamed here. Ouchies. I'm surprised it didn't do any damage. That was a fire attack. Anyway. No! Okay. 2v1 now. Come at me. Finish you off. 1v1. And see ya. Okay. So those guys are down now. Do we have a mad warrior to deal with? I don't think so. Yeah. He only shows up like 1 in every 10 rests at the bonfire. I am a bellkeeper, so he could be summoned. I don't know if I'm gonna show you guys that. But I hate this guy. Yeah, right there in that corner there will spawn a red phantom who goes by the Mad Warrior, and he can drop his armor, which is quite nice, as well as his weapon, which is the Berserker Blade. And it's a good armor set, very good armor set. I definitely recommend it if you have the time. And it also does get you Bellkeeper kills. Like, it'll further your devotion to the Bellkeeper Covenant by killing him, so it is, you know, sort of worth it, even if not for the armor. But yeah, he only spawns in like 1 in every 10 rests of the bonfire. The requirements are that you have to be a Bellkeeper, and that's it. You just have to be a Bellkeeper, and you have to hope you get lucky, unless you're on PlayStation. And I did read that there was that PlayStation will let you know when he spawns, and they were correct. What I did was I rested the bonfire a bunch of times with my ear right up on my PS3, and I definitely heard a difference. Whenever I rested, there would be a sort of click-click of all the enemies respawn. Oh, you are not guard breaking me, sir. Ah, such a dick, though. 'Cause he's got so much poise, you can't stun him, and he'll just friggin' swing that thing at you. He does lots of damage, and he's just a jerk. And he has like infinite stamina. The dude will freaking just swing and swing and swing. But anyway, yeah, so whenever you rest at the bonfire, at least on PS3, and at least that bonfire, to my knowledge, at least my PS3 will do a click-click as it's respawning all the enemies. But anything more than that will note to me that the Mad Warrior has spawned. So I'll just keep resting at the bonfire, listening And whenever there's a click click and then whoo as the fan kicks on like it's, you know, trying to render something, then that means the Mad Warrior has spawned. And then, I mean, it works 99 times out of 100 for me, but I just don't do it often. I have many characters, but it is incredibly time consuming to get that armor set, because not only is there like a 1 in 10 shot of him spawning, but after that there's like a 1 in 10 chance of him dropping up, you know, an armor piece or a piece of his equipment, and he only drops them one at a time. Luckily though, he'll, you know, he won't drop duplicates. That would really suck. But you know, he only drops them one at a time, and they are quite rare for him to drop. But anyway, so we are back to the bonfire, and that was the Belfry Soul. We got all the items in there, fought all the enemies, and we will be moving on to Huntsman's Copse. I'm going to spawn at this bonfire. You can spawn either the second one or the third one. That's sort of the recommended area for Executioner's Chariot. And we may not face him just yet. We may be facing him in the next episode. We may be getting to him in this one. And I do apologize for my voice and the clearing of my throat and the sniffling and such. I don't know what's going on this morning. I got sneezed right before I started recording. And I said, oh, please don't make that a thing, this recording. Please just tell me that was just, you know, somewhere. My nose was itchy. Or something. I don't want to have to deal with any of that. But I think I've done fairly well. I might sound a little stuffed up, but I'm trying not to. 'Cause I'm not really. I'm not sick or anything. And I don't know, my allergies. Well, I don't know. I don't know what sort of type of allergy person I am. I forget whether I'm like warm weather or cold weather. Anyway, let's kill this guy real quick. I'll sort of show you, because like this tripped me up a little bit when I first started playing. Because the way you go to continue onward and get to the Skeleton Lords and then Harvest Valley and all that is you go up there and then across the bridge. You know, you go up via that hill over there. However, if you go this way and cross the little bridge, then you go this way and it's a whole different route. Albeit it's a dead end, but there's some noteworthy items and a boss. And bosses mean souls and boss weapons. This boss has some cool boss weapons, which perhaps I'll show you. I don't know when I'm gonna do that, because there are oodles of boss weapons, and maybe I'll show you guys some and maybe get some if I so choose. But I'm not so sure when I'm gonna do that, because I'm always beating bosses. I don't know, maybe I'll do it before the final boss. So I'll have all the bosses but the final bosses. Anyway. Just gonna take out these guys one by one, because if you trigger that guy, the second guy who I just killed, like if you step close enough before this guy drops down, that he drops down as well, they'll all drop down, and there's 4 of them, and those 4 guys will annihilate you. And it's just much easier to take them on one at a time. But taking them on 4 at once will easily kill you. Oh. And even sometimes, when you're facing them nice and careful and slow, they'll still try and gang up on you. And they drop cracked red eye orbs. I didn't know that frequently. I've never gotten a double drop, but there's one right there. Anyway, then we cross this big old bridge, which may look a little familiar if you looked up. That right there, this is where we started. The bonfire is right over some there. Yeah, that hole right above this here, right over there. And you can drop down from the bridge to get that item there, but I'm not gonna do that. I believe it's a token of fidelity and something else. And a token of fidelity, if you need one of those, you can just get it pretty easily by having someone summon you. Anyway, we got another greatsword phantom, whom I'm not a fan of. This guy, I don't like even more. I like him less. I'm just gonna try and backstab him. I'm just gonna try and backstab fish this guy. I don't know what he's doing there. Ow! Oh. Ah! He's even got a moveset that the greatsword does not have. Jesus. Okay, and we're booking it. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. I hate him. I hate him so much. You can poise break him. You can stagger him. It just takes 2 hits with any weapon unless it's a heavy weapon. Or perhaps if you got the stone ring. But he's just relentless. And he is freaking stupid good. Like, he'll abuse iframes against you, and he'll knock you off the... Well, at least he's dead. Thank God he's dead. Ugh. Shinx has no idea I watched him face this guy. But because he's a big, heavy, greatsword type of dude, he can just stun lock these enemies. Whereas if you're running a light weapon, you are fucked. But at least he's gone. Thank God he's gone. I guess I'll be seeing you guys in the next episode. I'll be starting it after I get back across the bridge. Do I even have the stone ring? I don't even have the stone ring. Well, perhaps we'll be going back there, actually, since we're clearing all the areas that we haven't cleared completely before heading to the castle. I suppose I'll do that one. That'll certainly round off the next episode with the Executioner's Chariot boss fight, which will probably take a little bit, and then I guess we'll get ourselves the stone ring. I thought that I might have gotten it, but alright. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Dark Souls 2, and I hope despite, you know, my voice and sucking a little bit, because they're freaking dudes with crazy poise, super heavy stuff, just swinging their greatswords like they're goddamn twigs. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, and hope you'll be joining me next time. But until then, I'll be seeing you guys later. I'm out.